18. I can pog pretty well.
Hell yeah. Let me roll mine. Do I get any modifier?
No.
No.
Ah! I am unable to pog. This is very
Poggant.
unpoggers.
You know what else is very unpoggers? Me about to die to a fucking Deva.
No. It's very epic. Open the gate to heaven. You get to go to heaven now.
Open the gates to 7-Eleven. Hello.
I got a 14. That's an above average pog.
It's above average.
Jinkies, I like that. I should have put 7-Eleven dimension on there for the planes list.
Yeah. It's just it's just literally a 7-Eleven.
Yep.
It's the GM fucking 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
That map ruled. Everybody loved it. You can go into the basement and there was like a fucking crypt there for some reason.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna roll my d20.
Yeah, how's everybody else's pog? I gotta know.
I got a 14.
Okay. I'm still waiting on my roll.
You did it in the wrong chat, Jinkies. It won't work.
Really? No, that's the right chat.
Oh no.
Oh no!
No! It's
The
just
worst
sleep
pog
deprivation.
known to man.
Truly.
He fell asleep trying to pog.
I got an 8.
All I can think about is the Chuck E. Cheese. The Chuck E. Cheese.
Poggers!
Yeah, that man. I can't.
Oh yeah. It's iconic.
I just want to know why you said it like that.
I know. How was it? How did he do it?
Pogger!
Poggers. That's how I always said it.
Mhm.
I feel like he's like thought he said like a racial slur. And he didn't know what he was saying. And he
Yeah.
just kind of
He said it with the intensity of a racial slur for sure.
You really did.
Oh, hell yeah.
was like, oh, shit, what did I just say?
Alright. We ready to get going?
Yeah. Okay, I have most of the recap done. So help me fill in the last bit once I get to the end of my writing.
Don't worry, I'll go to my notes.
Excellent. Okay. Last time in the crawling dusk. Attempting to ease their guilt, worry, stress, or sleep deprivation, Fenro greeted the gang with a modest breakfast as Adlee lay still asleep in the lounge chair beside him. The medical tent cleared Baggi for discharge, and she hobbled out with her Vardenvault Keyblade as a crutch. Knowing the medical attendants here could only tell them so much about Baggi's condition, Finewynn racked his brain for what it could be. He concluded that the disease originated in her blood. The magic scarf was sewn into her veins to act as a filter, ensuring that as the infection corrupted the blood, it would be cleared at the same rate, resulting in an equilibrium. Without the presence of the scarf, the infection will only deepen, eating away at her life force until it completely takes hold. Finewynn understood. With an ailment like this, she would likely have no more than 3 months to live, and resolved to let her know later in private. Along with killing her slowly, the necrotic energy coursing through Baggi also awoke in her an unpredictable magic ability. Perhaps a silver lining to the disease's daunting return. Which, by the way, Baggi, we will be reducing your maximum hit points every day by 1.5% of your current maximum HP.
I gotta do math? Evil.
Yeah. Well, once we do the math once, you'll know how much to decrease it every time. I just
Okay, so it'll be the
Yeah.
set. We won't be doing that math every day. It'll be 1.5 of 56. Okay, heard.
Yes, exactly. Pie's promised gift followed the only spoken words uttered by the ancient dread captain in many years. Thanks to Fenro, the gravelly abyssal tongue could be heard all around the village and beyond. The penguinists had gathered and put down roots in Pirate Island after realizing the very embodiment of their deity resided there. Every follower jumped with excitement at the words of their god, and at his gesture presented a seashell chest to the group. The fish key clicked, and Fenro brought out a beautiful conch shell of purple and white. After some time investigating its purpose, they took turns attempting to play the sea shanty taught to them by Captain Apricot, So Sew Me a Heart. Surprisingly, although on autopilot due to lack of sleep, Rod recalled the melody well, and invoked the shell's summoning magic. For a moment, all thought it may have simply been a fluke. It may have simply been a flute. Until Fenro spotted the glacier moving in an unusual pattern, which straightened into a beeline towards them. By the time it had reached them, a crowd had formed by the shore, as all the denizens of Pirate Island wished to know which side of the old fairy tale this would take. Thankfully, the land remained uneaten, as the creature stopped steadily and idled in the nearby waters, generating a big Arctic splash. It's a dragon turtle, Finewynn stuttered in disbelief. And wasting no time, Rod braced for the cold and dove into the water, swimming toward the cool blue scales of the behemoth. Baggi followed with unnatural speed. Wriggles hitched a ride on Blue Yoshi with Finewynn, and Fen rowing the boat. Atop the turtle's shell, a temperate sanctuary greeted the crew, a glowing blue orb at its bow. Fenro reached out to the head of the dragon turtle, and it raised up out of the water to converse with them. It spoke an ancient abyssal tongue, or not abyssal, it spoke an ancient draconic tongue, one that our dear Rod understood, and spoke back. They conversed, they greeted each other, exchanged names, and determined what it was that the great behemoth had been summoned for. They were to adventure together. After the crew had gone back to shore, settled things, and then returned. Most of the group went back to shore. Rod stayed behind in order to investigate this module at the bow of the ship, or of the turtle. The glowing orb he placed his hands upon, and gathered that this must be the steering mechanism for the dragon turtle. And it also carried with it some kind of transmutation ability, along with evocation abilities. This meaning that they could possibly customize their little dragon turtle land and perhaps utilize it for battle in some way. Back on shore, Baggi caught up with a number of the people. In fact, I missed out on talking about her catching up with Gleam and Perry. Though, it's not too much to say there. It was just a sweet moment that I wanted to mention. She also caught up with Jerma, made sure to see how he was doing and what his plans were, which I believe he decided to come along with you all to keep adventuring forth, as Jerma is wont to do. And it seemed as though he was working through his memories and, or rather lack of memories, and, you know, his team of the Dewlaps were trying to help fill him and Helisatra in on who they were before and what they could be going forward. And it seemed as though Ats was quite uneasy due to something that they had done within the village before all of you had arrived at the village, and wanted to get back to, well, just anywhere else in due haste, so as not to keep the villagers in a state of unease. And he wants to go back and hopefully visit Imbolin again, or an Abalance, in order to help him determine who he was and just explore that side. Or he's still deciding on whether or not that's what he wants to do, though that is a possible thing. Alright. There was also a really sweet moment with Rory, where you guys caught up with him and how he was doing, adjusting to his new body and adjusting to his life with his brothers. And then, once all that had been settled, Baggi went to the buyer's tent after getting the planar default from our dear Skelly boys, and brought it there in order to fill some flasks that the buyer had and send them to autoclave as dear Melody? It's like Song and Melody are their names. I remember
It was like Helisatra.
No, there's a little tiefling girl back in autoclave who has the sickness. Oh, it's Song. Honor or Song, one of those two. There are two
Was it not both?
tiefling daughters. Yes, that's right. Yes, it was both. And Tolgi also had the ailment, and who knows, it may have spread further than that with the time that has passed. Anyway, it was in due haste that it was brought there, and the flasks were filled. The chest that would transport these potions to their destination was activated. Unbeknownst to the buyer, a hole lying at the bottom of the magical chest, causing a explosion of arcane energy that opened a portal not to autoclave, but to a random plane, which turned out to be the Overstitch, the heaven of this realm. And out stepped a holy entity, draped in great cloths, flowing, billowing in wind, even though there's no wind in the tent. And he steps out and says, "Who knocks on heaven's door? This is taboo, and you will pay for your indiscretion. Heathens!" And he charges. And it's time to roll initiative.
Mitch, I just want to make one point entirely clear. There were 3 kids, if I remember right, with the crawling dusk. I did not send one for Tolgi. There are 4 people told
That's right.
total. Tolgi does not get one.
That's right. It was, let me see.
Fuck Tolgi.
It was, I don't remember which kid it was, though. It was either Zippy, Cherry,
There was one
Cody,
kid at the
Goalie, or
orphanage,
Char.
and then the 2 tiefling kids.
Yeah, which kid? I guess I'll probably just roll a D5 and decide.
I thought
that
it was
way.
the one Cole was, or Fenro was friends with, but I could be wrong on that.
I don't
was
think
it
she had
Char?
anything.
Was it Charlotte? Oh no,
I think she
Cody
was-
Ann?
Yeah, Cody Ann was my friend,
Yeah.
but I don't think she had anything.
Okay. It was
I guess just
probably-
roll a dice would probably be the best.
Yeah, give her
'cause I don't
cancer.
have it in my notes.
I feel like, let me see, either Gully or Cherry would have gotten themselves into trouble that way. So somebody roll me a d2, or I can, if you don't want it to be in your in your hands.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's a
Okay.
crit too.
It is Gully. Yeah, Gully has it.
You
By the way, you
critically
said
gave Coley cancer.
1.5%, right?
What? Yeah, 1.5%. That
So
I
that's
believe
1
that'll-
HP a dead, 1 HP a day. So which actually gives me fun
Oh.
fact, Mitch.
Shoot, no,
2
that's
months
not,
to live,
That wait, it gives you 2 months to
not
live?
3. Yeah, I
Wait.
have about 60 HP, averaging 1 HP a day. In 2 months, I'll be dead.
It would be
Wait,
less than a percent,
1 HP a day.
or less than 1 HP.
And you have
Yeah, it's like 8, but you round up when it's that
Yeah.
close.
60 HP. What was it?
56. So I
Yeah,
have 56 days.
56 days, which is you're right. So like 742. So each
Because
month
we
is
said
about
it's what,
21.
about 30? Well, 21, that's right.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
21 days. Give or
So you have
take a
3
few.
months.
So you have roughly 3 months. Okay, that did work out how I thought it would. Indeed, the clock is ticking for you.
I'm going to go ahead and reduce that HP to 55.
Thank you.
We are officially dying.
Yes.
Let's go.
No.
Yeah. About
Uh,
time.
Alright.
All
I
right,
got
we
a
need some
13 on my
good
niche.
battle music. Do we have?
I don't want to fight. I'm going to die faster.
Yeah. Nah, no.
So maybe this can put in a good word for you
Hell
in
yeah.
heaven.
Oh hell yeah! Oh, this song goes hard.
I don't think Heaven's very happy with her right now.
Wait. I used Tides of Chaos. Wait, Mitch.
What's up?
This
Also,
could be
this
very
angel's
goofy.
this angel speaks telepathically, I believe. Let me just double check, but hang on. Telepathy. So that means the only ones that hear this are the buyer and Baggi,
Sweet.
the booming voice of the angel. All right, let me roll initiative for this fella, or I don't know, entity.
Or lack
I
thereof.
don't think they have. I don't know if they have gender in heaven. All right, 15. Very good. Oh, and the buyer. The buyer's here.
I actually
Yeah.
am. That is correct. They don't have
Oh,
gender in heaven.
So the only thing though is that the explosion of the chest that would have been heard by pretty much the whole village. Just this huge like just emanating from the buyer's tent. You know, huge discharge of arcane energy.
Oh, Mitch, do you have the expanded wild magic sheet? And if so, could you send that my way?
Yes, we'll have it up in just a moment. Let's see. Nice. Okay. Yeah, it's right here.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up on my end too, that way.
Oh, wrong thing. I'm gonna just post it in the chat log.
Alright, cool.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada boom, bada bing. More like it.
Here we go. Alright, let's read over all 100 effects and see what's gonna be good for us in this scenario.
Right on. Hell yeah.
Because there's gotta be something in here that I can get incredibly lucky and win with. Maybe.
I believe it. Alright, where is the buyer? There he is. Got his token selected. I roll initiative. Nice. Good initiative on the buyer. We went
Bro,
back
he's
to
buying.
solemn music.
This guy buying.
This guy buying. Okay, so that means the buyer goes first. He, yeah, I think the first thing he does is scream. Ah! What is this thing?
Believable.
Can you do a scream, Mitch?
Where did it go? Why? What happened to Baggi? And he's gonna take his turn to get his shit together. Cause he do be freaking out. Let's see. Would this be charisma or constitution? Oh, he's got the same in both, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. Nice. Okay. He gets his he composes himself and casts mage armor upon himself. Out of the, I said bazoom, but out of the pipe that he's constantly got in the corner of his mouth comes a smoky trail that encompasses him and creates a haze around him, making him seemingly harder to hit. That raises his armor class temporarily to that. Okay, good.
No, I do, Dad.
All right, the Deva turn, the holy entity turn. It will. Oh goodness. Options. Okay. It wields its weapon, which is revealed to be a seemingly just 2 needles, and on the end of it is a big ball of yarn.
At the end of it is 2 haystacks.
That would be really funny. But it is a spool of yarn, like a big ball of yarn.
Yeah.
And he is going to fly forward 30 feet. 5, 10, 15. Wait. Not 30 feet. Let me... He's not super... Okay, he doesn't really care which he goes for. He flies up to you, Baggi. Unfortunate. And will take a strike. That is a 22. Does that hit your armor class?
Yes.
All right. What? No way.
All right. Okay.
Wait,
Maybe we do need the somber music.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I was just thinking about that.
Damn, other than the attacker.
Oh.
The golden eye theme.
Okay. Good roll.
So that's 24 damage.
Yeah, good roll for you on the initial hit. Though afterwards, you feel that the hit seems a little soft, but it is powerful, right? With the muscles, the musculature of this being coming crashing down upon you. What really hurts, though, is the sting of the fibers within this spool that seemingly pierce into your skin, and try to tear away at you with a holy flare. There we we go. We'll go with this one. All right. And he says, "Be gone with you. May you feel your recompense."
So now there's been
Do
some
some quick
clashes
fact.
and stuff.
30,
Yeah, as soon as Baggy's turn is done, that is when I will, give the
Okay.
rest of you opportunity to move.
Baggy's not having a good time. Dying in a different way. Being attacked by a big burly man. Never a good time. So, first things first, Baggy's gonna turn to him and try and talk this out. Classic Baggy style. So, big guy, let's take a second and think about this real quick. You come out of an explosion, and you think we're actively trying to get somewhere where we're launched backwards. Do you think that was us? That was completely unintentional. I don't know how to use magic properly, and I promise you I ain't trying to go anywhere. I'm just trying to not die and help people right now. And maybe you got some mind control magic you've been talking in my head that can see the truth of the thing, and we can resolve this peacefully. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to walk away because I don't think this will end up good for us. I think you seem like a reasonable fella. I'm a reasonable lady. We can work this out without any violence. And we're gonna roll
persuasion.
Alright, here we go. 19, baby.
19. How do I know this is not deception? From
Because I
mere
just rolled
mortals
persuasion.
trying to break into the Overstitch.
Here, you want to guarantee that this ain't deception? Go back through the portal, close it. We won't come after you, won't try again. I can promise you, you'll get here, let's say, week time. If we come back in that week time, absolutely murder me, whatever. You'll have plenty right to call me a liar. But I promise you, we won't be coming back. At least not till my body is dead and buried.
All right. Now it is the top of the turn order. We give...
Wait, that was just my action. Wait,
Oh.
What's his response to that? Because I have bonus actions I will burn.
Okay. It seems as though he is willing to listen, though he still seems to burn with a holy fire that it looks as though it is he's trying to fight against his own duty, essentially. You see the look of a soldier being tasked to carry out something without any disobedience, and yet knowing or starting to believe perhaps this is not the right thing, but still having an oath to his duty, or to their duty. So you see that kind of expression in his face as he's gritting his teeth and looking at the both of you back and forth.
I have Jinky's
So
healing
no
potion
response.
still, right?
You do?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pop that. I need to look up, unless you have the roll-off rip, Jinkies.
What is it?
It's 2d4 plus intelligence mod. I just looked up. Alright, so what's your intelligence mod?
4.
4, so that's 2d4 plus 4. As we imbibe this funny potion. Well, it'd probably help if I typed that right.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, a 7.
All
So
right.
we're up a little bit. Every little bit counts.
Indeed.
All right, and that'll be my turn.
All right. So, at the top of the turn order, you see as Reese, Reese. Yeah, Reese. Charges in, throws away throws aside the curtain that hangs as acting as the door, and looks in and goes, "Whoa, what the hell is going?" And he locks eyes with the being, and without another word, he turns and runs.
Cool. I mean, honestly, trying to talk this out, that's probably the best case scenario.
Now we bring us over here. If your token's still on here, Baggi, go ahead and you can delete it.
Let me see.
Let's
She'd
see,
be
so he
out
got-
if she is. I think she's already gone. Oh no, she's just in the tent. Oop, there you go.
Yeah, so Reese is all the way the heck up there. Let's see. All right, what are you guys doing? Go ahead and roll me some initiative now.
Time to show some initiative.
Ah. Ooh, that's some initiative.
Bo, do you need me to roll for you?
Please.
Alright.
I forgot how to roll.
I would say
initiative.
stream for me, but I feel like my phone would break
Your phone
I
would
watch
probably
a stream for more
explode,
than
I have
5
a feeling.
Yeah.
seconds at this point.
Also,
It's crashed like 3 or 4 times already.
It's okay, Bodhi. I rolled a 5.
Let's
How do you roll
go.
initiative again? I'm sorry.
You click on your token first and foremost,
that's still a
and
10.
you open up your sheet,
Fine's got crazy initiative.
Yeah.
and at the top of your sheet, there should be a button that says Initiative right in between Armor Class and Speed. You click
it
that
is.
word Initiative. Hey, Sophie. Your mama's gonna die. Yes, she is.
Okay, so top of the round, Fenro.
So we all heard that, right? Like, heard some clashing?
The only thing you've heard is the big arcane explosion that has maybe even like caused some small arcane fires to start to sprout, like on the ends of at the top of like the buyer's hut.
Yeah. Okay. Fenro is going to... How far's the boat?
The boat? You mean
Yeah, the tugboat.
300 feet away. Idling
Okay,
in the
never
ocean.
mind. Fenro then run toward... Is there space in between these barrels Fenro could slide through?
It'd probably be a tight squeeze. Roll me a dexterity
Okay.
check to make it through.
No, instead I'm just gonna go around.
Alright.
Alright. And then that'll be my turn, because there's not much else I can do.
Alright. Next up is the buyer. He looks behind him and scoffs. Ah, Reese, he just left? I pay him handsomely. What? He must know he's not getting paid now. I can't believe it. Okay, Think through this. Alright, let me actually think for a second.
Suggestion.
Yeah.
One of the best fucking spells.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't instantly progress them to be fucking mean.
Yeah. I know, right?
Which is better than, makes it better than all the other, like, friends and all that.
Yeah. So it's a wisdom saving throw. Which is, the saving throw is just your...
Wisdom save.
Oh, there.
So if he
this
doesn't have any
here.
wisdom on, yep. Okay.
Yeah, I've got it. Don't worry. Alright, we will roll wisdom save on Le Diva. Wow. Could be bad. Oh!
Yes.
Dang. Yeah, the buyer. Let's see, does it have to be one word? I forget.
No, it's a course of activity, limited to a sentence or two.
Okay. So he says, "You really want to put down your weapon and talk this out." And the Deva, seemingly already being on the fence on things, you see the shoulders relax a bit, tension fading, as it floats down to the ground for a moment, squats, places the mace on the ground, and stands. And says, "Please, your magic is strong. I have a duty. I must carry it out, lest I fall and be considered a heathen, like the rest of them. Please, you must understand." But that is, he uses his action to place his mace on the ground and step back a couple steps. Do you take any attack of opportunity?
Fuck no, I'm trying to de-escalate.
All right, very cool. Just wanted to ask. Had to ask. All right, Baggi, your turn.
Yeah, no, I get your duty. Trust me, I understand duty, loyalty, honor, all that. But I also know a good person when I see one. And I know a good person wouldn't want to murder innocent people who just got caught up in a bad situation. Magic went a little haywire, exploded a gate, and it ended up in this situation. But Scout's honor, we were never trying to get in. We were just trying to send a package through. There was just a mishap, and it ended up to the wrong place. And I'm sure your higher-ups will know that good sometimes has to supersede the letter of the law. And I'm sure, you're a heavenly being. You get that. I feel like we can both agree that good is priority, right?
Yes. Tell me this. Why did I sense a unholy presence here when I first arrived?
So we just got out of the abyss. It's a long story. We were trying to teleport, and I'm apparently real bad with teleportation because this is now the second time it's gone wrong. Third, I guess you could say, actually. And we ended up in the abyss. After struggling, we finally made it out, but that's why we are, at the moment, kind of reeking of that unholy energy. We weren't trying to get anywhere this time. This was just us trying to ship a package.
No, it is not you, nor this one, nor his pet. It is the scent of a fallen. It is the scent of a corrupted, holy entity. Are you harboring a fallen angel here?
Baggy's gonna look to the buyer. Buyer, you know anything about this? You're kind of the mover and shaker here.
Puts his hands up. Beats me.
Can I insight check the buyer?
Yeah. Go ahead.
That's the most suspicious way he could have said that.
Shoot.
Oh yeah, 7.
With the 7, so I would say you get that he's realized something. You're just unsure of what. And he seems to be keeping his mouth shut for some reason. It was definitely, yeah, not like a straightforward response. That much was clear.
It's pie.
Hey. Pie's just abyssal. He's not a fallen angel, right? Right?
No wings that I know of.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, let me, how's about we make a deal with this? You feel free to go out, check, see what you need to see, trying to get that, idea. If there is someone here, I want to make sure that you're, find them, you know, right? And so, with that, we'll help you kind of look through that, and then you let me and my party, we kind of skedaddle. We were on our way out of town anyway. So we'll just leave, assuming, you know, that fallen angel isn't with us, of course, which I have no reason to believe any of my party members are fallen angel. And we'll kind of go off from there.
It floats towards you steadily and hovers above you. It is a massive entity, and it peers down through. I would say he's got a big hood on, along with all the draping cloth and whatnot. And he peers down with these golden eyes. And he looks to you and asks, "You know a good person when you see one. Are you?"
Am I a good person?
Yes.
I'll be fully honest, because I feel like lying ain't the kind of move I should be making here. We're about like 70-30. We're mostly good. But I used to be a mercenary, and you kind of, when you're trying to live, you ain't got a real way to pick from bad jobs and good jobs, and I'm fully upfront about who I used to be.
Wordlessly, he floats over to the buyer. Looks at him really closely. This one has lied. And he reaches out and grabs the buyer's throat. Begins lifting him up into the air. What is it you know of my fallen brother? And he's going to... Okay, what are his options? He's gonna insight him. Or no, he doesn't need to insight. He's going to intimidate. Yeah. You see the buyer. Please, I will tell the truth. Please, I will. Just let me go. And sure enough, places him back down on the ground. Speak. Reese. Reese is the one you're looking for.
Oh, that's why he ran. Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense.
We nearly... I mean, I wasn't trying to fool you. I would never try to fool an angel. Anyway, you're looking for Reese. He, yes, at least that is what I believe. He never divulged information to me about being some kind of fallen entity from the Overstitch. So, if I believe if it were anyone in this small village, it would be him, unless there's a fallen angel in the woods. Deva floats back a bit and says, "Thank you for this aid. I will spare you. If you attempt to open the Overstitch again, just..." And you see this, like, audible sigh. "Just leave the Overstitch be until your passing.
Hey, that's the plan.
Perhaps I will find you there someday. That is my hope.
As I said, there's about a 70-30 chance on that.
Understood." And he is going to... Wow, yeah. He's got a flight of 90. So you see, like, him float down to the ground and get into a runner's stance. And then... almost like a sonic boom. He flies out. That's the curtain flailing at the front door as it
Sonic boom
leaves behind. Yeah, total sonic boom. And you hear and he picks up on that charge. He picks up the needles and yarn as he's flying out. And you hear a straight up battle ensuing as Reese he sheds the clothes, like, on his back and the hood fly off as these dark wings spread out to both sides, and the two of them soar upwards and begin just having a battle, duking it out. The result of which, do you want to, like, play it out? Do you guys think you'll intervene in any way?
Baggi absolutely is going to step out to the front just to make sure no one intervenes if anyone comes running around.
Word. Hang on, let me first bring...
Hobble, I guess, would be the proper wording.
David out. Is he that big? I feel like he's just generally bigger. Or is he large? Medium? No, it's a medium celestial creature.
Oh.
Okay. But he's I imagine he's at least larger.
Yeah.
Like on the larger side. Same as Reese is. And yeah, the two of them are instant transmissioning. Battling it out in the sky. And you see a ton of people, are now, like, moving from where they were previously all crowded at the shore to now, like, rushing over to crowd, like, at a safe distance, like, behind the statues, to watch as these angels have a battle. I would say I don't think anybody tries to intervene. You see as like old Howler walks forward a little bit, and he starts like rubbing his chin a little bit, looking to the sides. But that's all you note about what he's doing. Rory and Club are over there, trying to calm down the crowd, along with Morgo. Just going, I'm sure this is totally normal for the day. Today's been weird. Just everybody calm down. Calm down. There's angels battling in the sky. It's fine. It's fine, right, Baggi? Baggi? Do you know what's going on?
Yeah, so like long story short,
I heard a boom from within the tent, and you look hurt. Are you okay?
yeah, so we the chest kind of exploded a little bit and kind of got us all hooked up in some magical doohickeys. Angel Man stepped out, hit me with a big old mace, hurt like hell, and then we found out Reese was a fallen angel, and they're kind of going at it now.
Reese was okay. Yeah. Excuse me. And she runs off and into a tent. Rory's there, and he's like, so you were talking with Morgo. She's everything's hunky dory. Is going to be hunky dory.
Yeah, no, we're just gonna kind of let them deal with it.
And
ain't our problem.
That the rest of you would probably show up if you were booking it. Fenro and Wriggles and Finewynn and Rod, or not Rod. Rod's on the
tugboat.
Rod is on the boat. Yep. No Rod.
Mitch, was it intentional?
Today. Was what intentional?
Because it was named Tug. And I get that it's turtle, but it's also a tugboat at that point.
That part, admittedly, not intentional, though. Very good.
It is very good.
Heck yeah. Right on. Yeah, you see as people are pointing and going, "Oh my God! What? Whoa! What is the? Is this connected to the vessel or the creature that showed up? What's going on? What is going on today?"
It's a
bunch of just chatter in the crowds. In the crowd.
I don't see that every day. Well, Brees is all right.
Hey, Fenro, you mind taking over the talking? I'm hurt.
I mean, I can try. What do we got? 25%? Is that right?
Oh, we already got that done. I'm more just saying, letting people know we're all hunky-dory.
Oh, yeah. I got you.
Oh, Wriggles, that potion tasted great, by the way.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it. I make all my potions with love. Or at least that's what I say. Anyway, speaking of that, you've been looking like shit lately, but you kind of look like extra like shit, so, mind if I help you out a little bit?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Alright, and I'm just gonna do a cure wounds. Do I have it on there now? Might not. Yeah, it's like you said. It's
1d8 +4 +4, if I remember right. Let me double check on that, but I think it's a double +4 because of your level 5 thing.
Oh, nice.
Since Cure Wounds already gets plus spellcasting, yeah, and you re-add your spellcasting, so it's 1d8 plus 8.
Feeling better after that?
Wow. Max
I'm
heal.
feeling fucking phenomenal. We're feeling fantastic.
Oh, that's good to hear. I mean, man, look at those angels fight. I mean, I'm just watching, but I wonder what they're mad about.
Yeah, any idea, Baggy?
Oh, could
You were in there.
Yeah, no, long story short, there's, fallen
I guess that
angel,
kinda-
non-fallen angel, you kind of get it.
I get that.
Okay. Well, I mean,
pay recompense.
So did he
entertaining. I mean, look at them go.
So did he know that there was a fallen angel here, or did he just show up because the thing exploded?
Hey, you know, it's the exploding.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
unlucky
got
then.
my attention.
Or Reese?
Is he writing that down?
What's
Bodhi?
that? Oh.
Y'all don't remember the classic Fine meme of write that down?
Yeah. The buyer rushes out of the tent, by the way, and goes, the portal is still open. I feel like more holy deities could walk out and be like, "Who knocked on heaven's door? Die now!" Right? Am I the only one concerned about this?
Well, if one of them came out, you think they could probably close it too, right?
Well, sure, but he's a little preoccupied.
So we just gotta wait for him to finish their fight.
I feel like waiting that long might not be advisable.
I mean, we could just sit back and enjoy the show. I don't see why not.
Oh, wait a second.
I'm not.
Is it time
I'm not
for
powerful
Fine to
enough
do a little
to.
portal closure?
All I'm saying, Byron needs a portal closed.
Bodhi can do that, right? I don't know where it is on his sheet, but I feel like we've established that's the thing.
It's in his. It's what he needs, or it's part of like his job.
Bodhi,
The
you
monomer.
closing that portal? Bodhi's closing that portal.
Where is he talking in the?
Yeah, and then the
on topic.
on-topic shit.
Gotcha. My bad. I've
Yeah.
not been seeing the messages then. Many people. Oh, right on. So, yeah, Finewynn rushes up, and says something along the lines of, "Actually, it's my job to do such things. Get me in there." The buyer says, "Oh, yes, wonderful. I'm sure he can open another portal if he needs it. Just please, this way."
Shit, fine. I didn't know you were good with portals.
And yeah, sure enough, the portal is still raging, blaring. You see, like, and it's it's almost just like a huge beam of light, because this is heaven we're talking about. So you pretty much are unable to see what's inside without being blinded. Oh, okay. I mean, it won't like actually blind you. Go ahead and give me a perception check to just see like how well you can kind of work the angles and see within the overstitched realm.
I got you, Bodhi. Don't worry. It's a 16.
16. Yeah, that's certainly good enough to sparse some details. You see within there, it is almost like a lavish land of bedding and flowing material, curtains, in the place of waterfalls which flow down, kind of folding and curling at the bottoms, waving. There are seemingly creatures that are completely made of cloth, and you see people like curled up in the absolute coziness of the place, seemingly snoozing it up. And see, with a 16, you do notice that there seems to be a being on the horizon that seems different from the rest of the people that are there. It is a bigger being of a robed nature with this massive hood, which has almost like light beaming from beneath the hood. Instead of it being fully darkened, it is just fully light under there. And it is, it's pretty far off, though it is, like, I would say it would be as big as maybe your thumb, if you're putting your thumb out. Do you recognize from your studies?
Like a battle pass.
Go ahead and yes, it do look like the battle pass. Go ahead and roll me some history.
All right, Coleman, that's your turn. We'll alternate.
Okay. Let's see. Finewynn Baldirk. History, you said?
Yes.
14. Okay. You have only... I mean, there's, like, you've had studies about the Overstitch. It's one of the realms that is constant through every monomer's travels. So similar to the Abyss, and pretty much all the other planes, it is something that could be encountered when you're going to any planet, because it is above the material plane. It is literally just beyond the material plane. So it's certainly not something that you expected to see ever, and the fact that you are witnessing it maybe like makes your heart skip a beat a bit, depending on I don't know how much Finewynn likes other planes. I don't know. I don't know if that's like a trait for Finewynn. Does he skips 2 beats right on. This is truly a once in a lifetime. Well, I don't know. Maybe for your crew, maybe not. We'll see. But perhaps once in a lifetime situation.
For most people, literally once in a lifetime, and it's at the end.
Yep, exactly. And all you know is that like there are levels of the Overstitch, so you're unsure of like which level this is representing. Though similar to the Hells, like there are tiers of the heavens of the Overstitch. And all you know is that it is meant to host heroes, and kind of pretty much like Elysium, right? It's like it's a place for people that have proven themselves and done great acts of heroism. Otherwise, that others either wind up in Hem's Chantry, which is a sort of opposite. It's not the Hells, but it is in like the same zone as like the Hells, but it is like similar to the Asphodel Fields, right? Is that one Asphodel? Is that what it is?
Yeah, the way
Asphodel
it's portrayed
Fields?
in Hades.
No, not quite that gruesome. Sorry, no, it's more like a chill place where like most people go when they die. Yeah, kind of like Limbo. Like it's not heaven. but it's not hell. You're not going to be suffering for
Yeah.
eternity. It's just kind of where your soul winds up, if you're lucky. Because otherwise, souls wind up in the abyss, as you all well know and have seen firsthand.
Damn, Fenro round up in the abyss.
Yeah, like I said, it's an if you're lucky type of thing, and
Okay, yeah.
and the overstitch, is like reserved for, like heroes of the hero of heroes. So who knows? Round 2, you might wind up there. Just know that it's very much not like a normal thing to get in there. And then the limbo situation is really just a luck situation. I mean, not quite, right? It's not like sinners go to hell. Those that are saved go to heaven. It's not quite that black and white. And I think,
Okay.
I've still got to, work on this sort of stuff, as far as just kind of like hammering down the details. But I think there's also something to be said about those that follow other deities, right? Like those that follow Quilt, for instance. I think she has like a sort of like afterlife that she can bring them into. That is kind of like you become one with nature type of deal. Right, and you are reborn,
I like
type
that
of
idea.
type of
That's a cool
reincarnation
idea.
deal. Yeah, absolutely. But it's
Or it's like everybody's right.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like it's something that you have to seek out. You have to like go and dedicate yourself to. Like Daedric, Princes from Oblivion. I know a little bit about them, not a ton, but I at least know.
They got some bars, I'll tell you that much.
What? Do they rap?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What? Oh, Dre.
No.
Not Dre.
We'll hook you up later.
We'll hook
Mitch,
you up
don't worry.
later.
All right, word. I'm ready for it. I'm excited. The followers have their own unique afterlives. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm imagining. So it's one of those where, like, if you're an average fella or just, kind of someone doing your thing, you could wind up in the abyss, or you could wind up in Hem's Chantry. It really just depends on luck, like I said. That part, at least. But there's plenty of other, routes that you can take to hopefully offset that or do something different. It's just the majority of people, spend their lives too wrapped up with stuff, to think about it, or they avoid it. A lot of, and I feel like that's somewhat true for our reality. There's a lot of people that kind of just shirk spirituality because it's a little tough to approach. And I believe it to be hard to approach. I know it to be. Yeah. So you remembering like your studies about this. I doubt you had like a specific class for it. Well, you definitely had a course like dedicated to the realms, or to the planes. So never mind. There probably was some briefing there, especially since you have to close each one, and each one requires a different process in order to close it. This one being a ... You can actually kind of tell me if you want to, or I can help with coming up with the way. Just keep in mind that the overstitch is very much based in the seamstress, right? Like the seamstress is the one that brought that. Well, she brought all of it. She created all of it. So it's more that like needle, the current deity of good and justice and whatnot, is the one that kind of created the rules for that place. And so it's very much, yeah, like cloth and textiles and all that. Like even more so than velvet itself, because velvet is like, it's got elements of all that. The overstitch is like, everything is Yoshi's Woolly World. Right?
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah, it's real pretty.
I want to live in Yoshi's Whirly World.
Hell yeah. I have to cover it. Cover it with cloth or something that is sewn together. Yeah. Oh, you said geography class? That is funny. Beyond geography. Planarography. Whoops. I bumped my mic. My bad.
I guess it's okay.
Geographia.
That means geography.
Whoa.
But if you're talking about giraffes,
Right on. Okay, so yeah, you get with the buyer and say, hey, like, do you have a large sheet, right? So a big thing of cloth or linens, and he's like, oh yes, and he runs over to a crate and opens it up, and there's these really like fine linens in there, and he's like, these are all I have. Is this will this work? Excellent. All right. I'll hold it like this. Here. I'm not sure I'm tall enough. Here. And he steps up on a little stool to get up a little further, and you see his little fairy dragon grab one of the corners and like, hoist it up a little further, flapping its wings hard. And you have to say some words over. Yeah, I think it would probably be in. Do you speak Celestial?
I'll check for you, Bodhi. You actually do speak Celestial.
that's
Yo!
crazy.
Heck yeah. I was going to make you roll for it, if not. So, you're good. Yeah, you know it. You know it easily. And so you speak the words, this kind of soothing, most sing-songy dialect that comes out with suave and swagger. That then causes the cloth to wrap around this rift, and it almost encircles it, so it looks like it's hugging a big cocoon or something, like it's hugging some kind of physical thing that it tightens and tightens around and tightens until it fully squeezes to the extent that it can, and then it releases the tension and falls loosely to the ground. And now, no rift is present. It has been sealed.
Hey, good job, fine.
Yeah.
And you see the buyer lays down fully on the ground with his back down, looking up. I think we're out of the thick of it. Thank you, Finewynn. Yeah, I think Overstitch wasn't even one of the required ones, but it's totally bonus. It's totally bonus.
Bonus?
Shit.
Bonus? Mark?
Bonus soda?
Shit. Finewynn.
Coleman, it's bonus?
With that portal skills you got there, might as well go ding dong ditching with it sometime. Yeah, brother. Man, they get so mad when you do that. Well, yeah, no, I can give you a crash course. I mean, that was kind of my job before I got fired, anyway.
Oh wait, did you get fired or did you just fall?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I have suspicions that I didn't just exactly I didn't fall on my own. Like I've been saying, I mean, I was like following all the rules. Honestly, I don't think my boss man liked me very much, and wanted to make a little accident happen.
All right, well, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's fine. Those guys are all jerk off.
Yeah, you're telling me.
I mean, only guy I liked, they threw screaming down in the abyss, all gagged up. You know that? Yeah, you must have seen him. I told you that before, right? Stoner Steve.
Yeah, you mentioned him.
Yeah. They had contraband and some rat ratted them out.
What
Some
sort of
pri-
contraband?
you know, some herbs that light them on fire and put them in your mouth, make you feel all good.
And they fired him for having medicine?
I know, right? It's fucked up. I mean, they say he was not supposed to be doing that on guard. How are you gonna pass the time like that? You know, I mean, that shit's boring.
I
Just
believe you.
a quick note. He wasn't just a guard. It was like the Dysix's sort of right hand, like because it was one of his sons that he's trying to like essentially make a prince out of.
Okay.
So it was a an heir candidate. He called them.
Well, yeah, it was an error, all right.
Man, I mean, I figure I don't know, that guy didn't talk much. He might have had other things going on too, but I never really took the time to ask. Anyway, yeah. Hey, do you see those angels? I'm just trying to keep track of them. They're still kind of.
They're still going at it, I think.
God damn, they're moving fast. I mean,
Brother.
that's what Baggi was feeling like. Damn. Wouldn't want to be
Just a
caught in the
Dragon
middle
Ball
of that.
fight.
Kind of.
Yeah. So,
I guess get back to what we were doing. Now that we've sealed that portal, they just gotta have their own little squabble.
yeah, just,
So- For funsies, who wants to take the dark side? Who wants to take the light
Okay.
side?
I'll flip a coin.
To decide what? To decide.
Let Nathaniel take one. Because he's
Hell
been
yeah.
stuck on
Yeah.
turtle.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
What am I picking?
Which angel do you want?
And In what way?
Sexually.
Which one do you find more attractive?
The good angel or the bad angel? No, which one? I'm assuming do you want to play
Good
as?
one.
All right, good one it is. Who wants the
All
bad
right.
angel?
I'll take the bad one.
All right, you guys are gonna do rollies for it. So
Oh shit.
essentially, it's going to be D20 versus D20. Best of 5 is the victor.
Wait, did I hear bad angel? You're welcome.
You said roll D20.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay,
All right.
that was Rod's.
13.
Yep.
Now yours.
Oh wait, shit.
It's your turn, Cole.
I did slash D20. Oh
All right,
no.
So Reese, the fallen angel, it seems like the overwhelming light from the hood of this entity is blaring into him, and you see him get blinded a bit, and because of that, he takes a big wallop to the side of the head from the ball of yarn. You see him kind of spiral a bit
that's
before
gonna
catching himself with the wings. All right, that's one loss. Let's see another round.
Not bad.
Good Angel's rolling hot.
Oh no.
Yep, not enough. You see as the fallen angel catches himself and bolts towards him with immense speed. They catch hands, start wrestling back and forth until the good angel swings him around, gets his weight correct to wrestle him, and send him flying down to the ground.
Like Looney Tunes.
And he gets slammed down, and now there's like a crater where like the snow has flown away, and a bit of the earth and crust has been crumbled from the impact. Okay, let's go again. This could be it.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
And
he
you
gets a
see
lick in.
as the Overstitch Angel drives down with a holy fury, with an intent to either kill or knock unconscious. You're unsure. He flies down and slams, and the fallen angel rolls out of the way just in time and gets him with a grapple. Right, kicks the other one's legs out from under them, and they fall. And now he's got him in a neck lock. Go ahead and roll again.
Oh,
Whoa!
this
Oh my
is
God.
close.
And
Are
now
we making a comeback here?
he's punching him in the face multiple times in the headlock while going, "I won't go back! I won't go back!" Roll me one more.
This could be it. This is it.
This is it.
This is the final roll. This will decide it.
He just dies. Oh my
It's
god.
definitive. It's definitive.
Oh my god! That's insane.
Oh
Dude,
no.
that is crazy.
What a fumble.
That
What a
was
bullshit.
scripted, bro. That's crazy. That's awesome.
Dude, I saw the D1 and I was like, what if I get a D20 or a roll a fucking nat 20? Holy shit, dude.
And yeah, sure enough. Okay, so Coleman,
Yeah.
I want you to decide here. get in the headspace of this entity. It's a fallen angel. An angel which has done something wrong in the eyes of the Overstitch, which is a very strict place, right? It's a lawful good realm, meaning, it's not just someone who's lawful good, it's a lawful good realm. So that means if something is done that's bad or even just looked at as bad, maybe I think they might have some like leniency here and there, but like if you do something bad enough, then you're out, right? You either perish or you escape. And so Reese was one of the lucky ones that escaped. And now, right, it's the situation of someone finding him and him knowing that so think about it this way, right? Like person running from the law, right? And this person, if they let them live, they know they're going to go back and tell them about what they saw, where they saw them, and it could cause a lot of trouble for them and possibly get them killed or put in jail. This is a similar situation where if he lets this angel go, right, if he just knocks him out, right, you see the dilemma, right? Okay, so now you make the choice. There's also I'll also give you the odd off chance of like maybe convincing this angel to fall along with him. There is like an off chance if you want to take that path. I won't bring it down to a binary decision. That's not D&D, right? You tell me. I just want you to know that that's kind of the black and white of it. Feel free to take the either
realm
side
is,
or find some other option.
The realm is lawful good, but what's Reese working with here?
What do you mean?
Is it like neutral?
Oh, so Reese has done something bad, and it's okay. So nobody else can.
But it's bad
know.
in the eyes of the realm. Yeah.
Yeah. So hang on, I'm gonna message you individually real quick.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah. So it's unclear what has happened since then. Just know that he's likely.
Yeah, he's not the most good guy.
Yep.
All right, I think.
As evidenced by how he was like punching with like a fury and kind of like losing himself in it as he was yelling, "I won't go back."
Yeah. He is going to man, he's gonna break some legs at least.
All right.
He's gonna break some legs, render him unable to do much for the foreseeable future. And then I assume keep running.
All right, yeah, that's the decision. So, yeah, so in the chokehold, you see him get like a leg around his leg, and you see him just kind of pop like the hip out of its socket, pretty much, by just rending his leg back and out. He does
can we just take the leg off?
Yeah, pretty much. Like with the strength that he holds as a like a previously divine entity, he would have that ability if he wanted to go that far.
I think
Or
he
actually,
might.
well, let's have him roll a strength check.
Okay.
Let me give you the modifier here. Would he have been? Hang on. No, they were on equal footing. All right. Oh, what? It is not loading correctly. Hang on, let me see if I do this. There we go. It would be +4. D20 +4.
Okay.
A 9. All right, the first
What a
leg,
wimp.
it seems as though it's just broken, dislocated. Roll me a second time. The other one, yeah, here rip completely off, and the entity cry out in pain, with through gritted teeth. And then, with a breath out, passes out from the blood loss. And you see the blood is like... I wanted to say confetti. But it's like it's, you know, like little... It's essentially like his like cloth runs through his veins, like holy cloth.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, so within him is like, yeah, cloth. So you see, it could even be red cloth, like just because it's kind of funny.
That is kind of funny.
And yeah, and so he falls unconscious, and goes to get out of there. Do you think turns around or does anything else? Well, actually, I
don't know how close he was with like everybody else in the buyer and stuff.
You see him fly into this tent here. Just breaks through the fabrics, and you hear a little kind of yipe from Morgo, and another yipe from another woman. You hear some like some kind of talk coming from inside of there, and then give me a second. Oh dang it! It's not loading right again. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna throw 14. Okay, that'll do it. You see him flying off with a woman in his hands or in his arms, and it's at a flight speed of 90. So he's zooming.
He's out of there.
Absolutely zooming. And Morgo like follows out. Let me see. What layer is this on? Oh, there we go. Morgo follows out through the tear for a second and is like, well, all right. Well, she kind of just like throws her hands down like to her sides. Huh. And returns to over here. Alright, what's everybody doing? You see, like, in the crowd, there were reactions of, like, like, as things were going down and the fight was escalating and, you know, went back and forth, right? Like, they were neck and neck pretty much as to who would wind up with the victory until those fatal snaps of the legs. that echoed out and silenced the crowd for a second. And then the whispers build up again. I can't believe it.
Well, Fenro will check in the tent, make sure everybody in there is okay. Even though, I mean, I guess Fine's already in there.
You see Fine and the buyer probably stepping out now, being like, well, actually, how fast did that go down? For posterity's sake, they walk out right as the stuff has come to an end. All right, portal is closed. Crisis averted. Are they? Wait, they're done?
Yeah, it seems like it.
What happened?
That was
Who?
Well, I mean, you can see our friend over there, that angel that came out of your shed.
Oh my. That does mean that Reese he's safe? Yes?
Looks like he got away at least.
You see like a look of relief pass over the buyer's face. Behind the glasses, you see, as the light hits them, you can see the eyes for just a moment, as there's a full look of relief at seemingly this news.
Well, Fenro, it looks like you want to bet.
What bet was that?
Did Fenro bet that
Well, it looked like you were rooting for the... What was his name? Reese, I think?
That is a funny idea, like Rod and Fenro just like rolling dice, or not rolling dice, but like placing money on which angel would win. You probably see a couple of the villagers that place some wagers now that you mention it.
I'd feel bad about it afterwards.
Oh,
One gets his leg ripped off, and I'm like, well, pay up, man.
And I sent my bird, or Copernicus just kind of flew over to the vicinity of that diva, and just kind of so Wriggles can kind of get a good look at how badly that angel got fucked up.
Yeah. That's easy.
They're if I rolled a perception check, would I get anything out of that?
I mean, I feel like you don't really have to roll for that. He's just out in the open. you can see him pretty clearly, and he's passed out, so it's not like he's trying to hide.
Yeah.
I guess investigation or medicine to see how bad the wounds would be.
Yeah, not
That's what you're trying to figure out.
Pure curiosity, really, morbid curiosity. But yeah, I guess I'll. Well, I have a proficiency in medicine, so I'll just roll that.
An 18. So you're pretty good with wounds. You've even seen your fair share of the gruesome ones. This is pretty wild. You've never seen a holy deity or a holy entity wounded like this, much less probably seen a holy entity before, period. So best you can wager is that the legs one does be broken, certainly dislocated and broken, and the other one is completely off of the body. And was maybe tossed like a few feet away to the side.
Damn.
You also gather that the entity is dying.
Okay. I go up to Baggi and I'm like, hey, as Baggi, I'm just wondering, like, I reckon that that guy kind of on the ground, he kind of roughed you up a little bit. I also understand he didn't kill you, so I would imagine you might have sailed something. I don't know. What do you want to do? Just leave him there, or what?
Is that how bad's the wound?
Oh, I mean, his he's dying.
I was gonna go on
he's
over
losing a lot of blood.
and hit him with the old spare the dying.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, sure enough, it is odd. This is a little odd. So your magic stems from the abyss.
Oh shoot, you're right.
So you gather that while this would save its life, you might roll me insight real quick. Unless
right.
you feel like you wouldn't have stopped to think about this even.
I mean, with a wisdom like this, you gotta think he thinks things through.
Pretty quickly. Wow, okay. So you do get the idea that while this would save him, it could also condemn him to the same fate as Reese.
Oh geez. Fenro is gonna run and get a healer who might be able to might not ruin that.
I think you might know one.
I mean, I might know a few. Maybe.
There's like 3 off rip I can think of.
Yeah.
Granted, one of those probably isn't viable right now, but 2.
Yeah.
I think they were over here.
All right, Germa steps up and goes, "All right, I'll handle this." Step aside.
Germa, do not. Do not.
Sorry, yeah, who do you go to?
Gleam and Perry.
Right on. Yeah, you find them in the medical tent. When you rush in, Gleam says, "Oh, good. Is everything all right out there? I've heard a lot of stuff going on. I figured it'd be better to stay in here. Keep Perry safe. Well, are you all right?
Yeah.
Is everybody okay?"
Everybody's fine except for the combatant himself. He's out here. He's not looking good. Bleeding out. Losing a leg.
Oh. Right.
Yeah,
she goes over to one of the attendants and talks with them real quick, and they assure her, and then she goes out and says, "All right. Yes. Yeah, bring me to them."
All right, this way. I considered helping myself, but I got a little too much patch in me. I don't think it'd be the smartest thing.
Wait, because, and as you're saying this, maybe as you're like walking up to the entity, and she gets a closer look, she goes, probably best not to ask questions. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Wow, okay, here we go. And she will cast Spare the Dying in the same effort. And sure enough, you see as there's almost like a bit of an eclipse, right, that like passes over the sun. And in that eclipse, a light shines down onto this angelic being. And it seems to stop the bleeding of these of this, like, kind of loose mesh material. and it closes off the wounds, and it seems like she is able to just physically and like put the leg back into its socket. Probably she might ask you for a little bit of help with that, since it's just physical, medicine, or it's just a medical procedure. Gets it back into socket, and then says, all right, do we could I even heal this thing? I mean, I was able to stop it from dying, at least. It's worth a shot, right?
I mean, it's better than letting it just sit here and bleed to death or whatever.
Right. We've stopped the bleeding, so that's good. All right. And she will cast. What does she got again? It's her most powerful healing spell. There you are. She's got level 3 cure wounds, which would be so it adds 1d8 for each spell slot above. 1, 2, 3. So that's just 3d8 plus spellcasting modifier, which is wisdom.
Modifier.
3d8 plus 3. Okay, nice. It's a pretty solid roll. Yeah, sure enough, you see as the wounds had simply closed off, now she's kind of healing over some of the scar points and bringing down the swelling in the face where the entity had been beaten senseless, and tries to mend some of the broken bones within and some of the systems that had been disrupted within there, restore some of the feathers on the wings. And you see as like it's also mending some of the clothing, like the cloth that drapes over this being, which is definitely unusual. That's not normal for like healing magic. So with that, you gather that this being, like the cloth, is a part of it, rather than being just dressings. This ain't no Thousand Island. And yeah, she goes, all right, yeah, I did the best I could. He's definitely stable, and I think he's all right. I think he'll be all right. Take a while with the leg, but I'm sure it'll be all right. It's a holy entity, right? They regenerate, probably.
I mean, I'd assume so. They're holy. They got all sorts of righteous power up in there. It's gotta help with their health. Let's just look at that physique.
Yeah, right. You see as the entity's eyes blink open. I am alive. Who has done this? He looks up to the two of you. Gleam seems a little stunned.
It was both of us. Just trying to help you out and not die here.
I see. Thanks to you both, I live.
Well, she did most of the work. I couldn't do too much.
And he reaches out, places a finger on Gleam's forehead, and appears that a little rune is not carved, but he has like it's almost lace that drapes down and is in kind of a runic pattern, but falls almost like a veil over her face and then vanishes. And then he goes to reach for you as well. Do you do anything?
I stop him real quick and I'm like, hey, so if I'm just like maybe a reborn kind of deal, went through the abyss, this isn't gonna mess me up any which way like that, is it?
Oh. And he actually turns for a second and strokes his chin, gets into the thinker pose, and then looks back to you and says, I feel it worth the risk, if you would allow it.
I mean, hey, you say it's worth the risk. I'm a gambling man. I'll take those odds.
He smiles a very warm smile, and he reaches up and draws his fingers down your forehead, and sure enough, that same like lace begins to fill out and twist into runes, which create a pattern that falls down your face like a veil. And with this, currently you've got no idea what it does or what it's for, but it does feel euphoric.
All right. I mean, it doesn't feel bad.
And then
I think we're good.
He begins floating up and says, "My debt repaid. Be well. Be good to your fellow man." And a crease opens, tears open, and you see within it a huge beacon of light that shines down that you have to cast your eyes away from, let your eyes adjust. But just as your eyes are adjusting, you see the last bits of cloth come up into it, and you see as a needle goes through methodically and ties up the opening to the overstitch, and it is gone.
I wonder what his name was.
Yeah, we didn't even get that. That's too bad.
No summoning this No, I'm just kidding.
I hope there's no more deals demons. I ain't got Jack.
Oh, true. Sure enough.
Well, I guess it's about that time we should start gathering what we need and head out. Go make sure Rod's doing all right.
Yeah.
Glad
Some
he's
of us
good.
are on a time limit.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
I got a bag of holding.
The vials, they were meant to go to autoclave. They won't make it now. Was there what was the timetable there? What kind of margin were we working with? Do you know?
Did we ever get a specific... I know Ergen was the first one to contract it and die with it. Did we ever get exactly how long it took from infection to death?
Yeah, so Ergon, it seemed as though it had taken him similar to your guys' travels. He spent a day getting to Bonobo Bay, maybe spent a day there, before chartering a ship, making his way to the island, which was a week to get there, I believe.
Yeah.
And then he spent another 3 to 5 days getting to Vardenvault, and then assumedly contracting it there, or along the way back. It's not entirely clear. So, that being said, it would likely be a week, and let's see, 5, so maybe 2 weeks that he had the illness coming back, although it seemed as though the disease was not fully along when he first got back. So then it would be added on the days that he spent there before he did pass away, which, if any of you asked, which I'm sure you guys would for the sake of the briefing of the mission in general, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would have been, I would say this is an ailment that is... Wait. Frick. Hang on. There were mechanics. If you'll give me a moment to look this up, talk amongst yourselves.
Well, so that's a real stick in the mud, huh? If we're gonna have to take the long way. That being said, I may have an idea to help us get there a little... Well, not us, but the vials there a little quicker.
How fast is this turtle?
Well, I was actually going to suggest goidles.
Okay, well. That might work.
Okay, so you get the idea that it does vary. And with Ergon being as sturdy an adventurer as he is, or as he was said to be, had quite the constitution.
Yeah, I don't believe in him.
He kind of sucked. He died. What's up with that?
I think it was all lies about him.
Well, sure. I mean, you can. That's true.
Fenro's an Alec James believer.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah, as we all ought to be. You're talking about the in-universe Alec.
Yeah.
Alex Jones, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Alec James.
You get the idea that it does vary. Ergon lasted about a little over 3 weeks, so maybe a month and some change.
So what you're saying is we don't have the time to take this back by hand.
Maybe cutting it close. You could maybe send a loom to see how they're doing, or something like that. So
I'm gonna send a loom, all right, but I'm sending a loom to goidles.
Okay, all right. Do you have?
Because I still have 2 goidles looms, babies.
Okay, that's right. Snap! Is it in your inventory?
It is in my inventory.
Nice. Heck
That's
yeah.
how I knew.
Good
We're gonna
stuff.
burn one of those.
So I was about to say I wasn't sure if you guys had access to sending in some way. You do. Good.
I got goidles looms, baby. Specifically
go.
for goidles.
Let's go. Hell yeah.
So Baggy's gonna crack open one of the looms and call out a goidles.
Baggy's gonna crack open a cold one.
And call out a goidles.
What is your message? It's 25 words, I believe.
25 words, right? Yeah.
It pops up, and I think instead of like the default voice for looms, it pops up with like Goidles' voice, and he's like, "Welcome to Goidles' sending service. You now will operate this device and speak forth 25 words, and then they will be gotten to me, and I will hear them, and then we will do business. Have at it."
Alright, I just want to make sure I'm counting my words proper. Sorry, I'm writing this down.
I figured. Take your time.
At first, it kind of sounded like Welcome to Skype call testing service.
Welcome to Goidles' beta for Goidle Skype. I mean, heck, they would be on the forefront of that technology, I would guess. If it ever develops to that. However, that is some serious. What do they call it? Frick. They use this term in League a lot. It's like arcane tech.
Magitech?
Magitech. There it is. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Except here it's called arcane tech. No. No, I'm just gonna use Magitech. I feel like, is that a trademark word?
What are the Magitech? No, Magitech's a generalized term. What are the three kids specifically with it? The names again? It's honor, virtue, and
honor. Wait, it might have been song.
Was it?
Hang on.
Song. Honor and song.
Yeah, and then Gully. Full name Gulliver. In the meantime, while she's getting that together, anybody else doing stuff? I think Glee might walk up to you and say, like, "Hey, is that? It felt amazing, like better
All right,
than
25
anything
words.
I've ever felt before." But like, do you think that's a good sign? It's from a good angel, right? So we're not. It won't like. I don't know. I couldn't even imagine. You feel like it's all right?
I think it's probably pretty safe. I mean, think about it. We saved his life. Or you did, really.
Yeah.
And he was already here to punish someone who did something bad, so if he just gave us some curse, no, it doesn't seem like the kind of
They're
thing he
probably
would
not
do.
even able to do that, right? Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. We're fine. The yours looks pretty cool, but I don't know what it
over
is.
there.
My bad.
It's alright. I had to get you back from last
You
time.
got hit
Last session.
with the classic.
Alright, I'm ready for that loom message.
All right.
We got 25 exact. Alright. Need to send package fast, ASAP to autoclave. 3 small vials of cure for crawling dusk to honor song and gully. Will pay well, thanks.
Nice. And yeah, you see it kind of swirl a little bit as it's kind of calibrating the message, and you see it written out in front of you in the loom's weave, and it kind of gives you a little like, is this correct? Like even Goydles' voice probably comes up and is like, are you sure this is the message you want to send?
Yeah, send it.
Send it. Shoo! And it flies up into the air and disappears into the distance.
So, Byre, are you able to bundle up 3 more vials, or do you still have the 3 from earlier?
Those probably exploded. I think. I do have more, and frankly, I am just sorry that... Well, why did my chest explode? Do you know anything about that? He gives you... eyeing you.
Honestly, I have
Eyes
no
are squinting.
idea what would have happened. And, that's the truth. I don't think Baggi put 2 and 2 together.
Okay, straight up. All right. Well, the question is, anybody else? Do you guys think that you would have put two and two together as far as understanding why the buyer's chest imploded?
Fenro, no book smart.
I mean, I think.
You can even roll intelligence
Riddle
checks
just kind of like
if
across
you want.
What?
You can even roll intelligence checks if you're on the fence about it, or
Yeah, I'm gonna roll an intelligence check.
right on.
Now the real question is, are you a rat?
Okay, yeah, you put it together. And especially and I feel like this is appropriate to Wriggles, with you having worked on maybe even a magical device like this in the past, you get the idea that if like the form that all the runes are written on and based on, the foundation of the magic item itself is chipped or damaged in some way, it can have bad adverse effects. If a whole chunk of it is missing, then it could certainly cause something like this, a big explosion. And even especially with a device like this involving portals, it could wind up resulting in a planar tear.
Okay. So
then
yeah,
and he goes up to each of you and goes, "Do you know anything about this?" He's squinting his eyes, raising his eyebrows, raising one eyebrow.
poorly maintain all that. Yeah, when you're dealing with that kind of thing, things kind of go boom, and portals and shit open. It's
Just in
you
general.
might want to. Just in general.
They go awry just in general?
I mean, it's a very sensitive thing, you know? A lot of care needs to be put into it. I mean, if you do it right, it's like if you were to damage a rune or something like that, that could have adverse effects like what you just saw.
Right. Roll me deception.
Deception? Oh,
Well,
okay.
hang on. You haven't said anything like specifically that's a lie. So he goes and he looks at you and he goes, "Did you all..." So my thought, forgive me if I'm wrong, is that when you all escaped from the abyss, perhaps you did so through the chest and did not tell me? Yes or no?
I mean, I couldn't see shit. I don't know. Okay, that's a deception.
All right, yep. Yep. He pressures you into this situation because he's starting to put his head together around it. Okay, wait. Let me look. What's his passive? What was the thing he had to beat? His wisdom. The question is, are we going by his passive, or is this a situation where
If he's actively trying to do it, it'd be an active roll.
Okay, cool. You're right.
Passive is just used if it's like something that could potentially just not notice.
Okay, yeah.
You, the one who works with portals, who has had a history with portals and portal devices, had no idea what was going on within the portal device when you escaped the abyss. I thought that you all maybe just escaped the abyss through other means. However, I know now that you escaped through my chest. Listen, why did you not tell me?
I don't know. I mean,
Man, I don't think we had much of a way to let you know that we were going to be doing that.
I mean, after the fact. Right, when you all appeared from the ground.
Oh, it just slipped our mind, probably. You know, there was that whole fight with the snowman you had going on.
Kind of get your head pummeled in and all that.
Our immediate thought was, oh, we better help the buyer here before he gets slammed into the ground by some big mean golem.
So and I thank you. I do appreciate that. It didn't occur to any of you after the fact, right? Before I went and tried to send.
Here, I'll give you the straight. I'm dying, buyer, like actually dying, and so that's kind of where my mind's been going. To get us out of the abyss, I had to basically put my life on a timer. So I've been kind of preoccupied, let's say. And sorry that slipped my mind. Trust me, if it wasn't due to that, I would have totally had pointed that out before you sent it. Because trust me, I did not like being there and being hit. That hurt!
Yeah, and
Baggi, I'm sorry. Your life is on a timer. I'm sorry for pressing you. Yes. And you see he's gotten a bit quiet at that remark. Go ahead, Wriggles.
Yeah, I was trying to basically put my efforts into just rehabilitating Baggi and all that, and I was kind of busy.
Yes, and right, your friends were asking about a solution to your problem. I apologize. I thought it was less life-threatening.
Don't worry about it.
It is forgiven. I will replace it and the things that it destroyed in its wake. Normally, right, I would ask for repayment on things like this. Just please take care of yourself, and I would like to help you if I can.
Yeah, no, I'd appreciate any help I can get. From what I understand, it's some sort of magical blood thing, so, if I can not die from magical blood issues, that'd be great.
Not die from magical blood issues, yes, blood issues. Well, allow me some time to clean up the wreckage and do some research, and I will send a loom your way, assuming you all are shoving off soon.
Hey, fine.
Oh,
you around?
And let me pour the planar default vials, as many as I can.
Oh yeah,
offer.
thanks.
We had. Now, help me on this. Did he say in the last session? I didn't quite get to that part while watching the recap or watching through the previous VOD. Did he say how many that he had available in that session?
Of the vials, or?
Yeah, of the vials.
No, I think he just literally grabbed them and was like, here, let's fill 3 up, because that was all we needed at the time, was the 3 right away.
With it being a pretty handy item, not exactly cheap, go ahead and somebody roll me a d6 plus 3.
I want to do it. 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 I want to do it.
You doing that got an angel killed.
Okay, well, Nathaniel beat me.
Damn.
You doing it also got an angel killed, Nathaniel.
Damn. Yeah, he goes into his tent. We'll go by the first. It is as we must. And he walks out and goes, I have bad news. I only have one more vial that has the capacity to hold this planar default substance. Perhaps you said that they were children, yes?
Yeah, kids.
I think okay, one vial might be enough shared amongst 2. If not, maybe it would simply slow it down amongst the 3 until you all arrive. That would be my best solution. These aren't easy to come by.
Wriggles, you're an artificer, right? You can make stuff all magic-like?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
You think
I
you could
can,
make 2 more vials?
Yeah. Let's see what I mean. That's some exquisite stuff there. I'll try though. Can I? But yeah, a little bit above my pay grade, but I mean, I'll certainly give it a shot.
here, give this a look. And he hands you, and he's, be delicate. Here. And he hands you the vial. And it is a crystalline vial that is, instead of being like a vial rather, it's more like a beaker. You know, that shape.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's a little, like, it goes out into a bit of like a...
Like kind of like cylindrical, you know.
Yes, exactly. Crystalline, so it's got, some like diamond pattern all throughout it, that kind of texture rather. And he gives it to you to look over and try to gather what it's made of and how you could possibly put something like this together. Roll me, what would this check be? Alchemy tools?
I guess alchemy tools, sure.
Yeah, is that your proficiency? The set that you
Alchemy
have?
supplies. I don't know how. Let's see.
So that's gonna be, because I'm pretty sure it scales for you off intelligence. There'll be a d20 plus your int mod plus 3.
Alright. So D20 plus 7.
Yep.
Shit fuck. I just knocked some stuff over.
No. 7 plus 7. 14. Okay, so this is a bit of a tough DC. It is a, again, well sought after magical item that is crafted by some of the best in the business. You might even recognize one of the names, like that is scribbled on there. Some famous alchemist or famous artificer that you may have even studied under at one time. I don't know if, maybe not. You said Regal's a little, I don't know. He's kind of, I feel like he's just been around, but
No, yeah, he has.
it would be up to you, yeah.
So, I mean, man, this is craftsmanship right there. Well, again, yeah, I might have to get this to I mean, I recognize this work. Yeah, my old my professor in Stinkhorn U. It looks like his work. Yeah. Shit. I might need to talk to him. If he's still kicking around, that is. Hope
Will
he
you
is.
be able to talk to him like within the next 10, or because that's kind of the time frame we're looking at here. We're looking at ASAP.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Shit. Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
I can.
Wriggles, Fenro, fine. How much working capital do y'all have?
I don't have much. 20 GP.
I got
All right.
300.
All right. Abodi, I know it's lagging for you, but yeah, Baggi was asking how much working capital you got. You rich? You poor? You somewhere in between?
I'm probably gonna have to call it here in the next 5.
Okay.
Yeah, me too, man. Actually.
I didn't realize it got that late.
Yeah, and Nathaniel,
Okay.
I'm sorry that like Rod probably could have shown back up by now, unless you think that he was really set on doing stuff on the turtleback. In which case we can.
I honestly feel like he'd probably still be on the turtle.
All right. Well, then let's definitely talk about what you were able to accomplish over there during this time, because it was a significant bit of time. I'd say at least like, I guess, well, maybe not that long, but it was 30 minutes. You could accomplish some things. Well, we'll have you do some rolls and stuff.
so.
I'll message
Bring
you.
the dragon over. Put its head down
Fine
like Dory
has-
so you can get on.
Fire,
Yeah.
ice, laser.
Fine you have 13 GP, by the way. So in total, we're working with about 333 GP. Fun number, actually. Convenient. But, Byre, let's say, how much does one of those vials cost?
Bit out of your price range, I believe. Perhaps 500 GP, give or take, depending on the source.
Hey, Mitch, I got a question. Would Wriggles know like what textbook to buy or something like that to try and get the details on how to make something like that, or if there is any?
Yeah. I mean, certainly. The problem would be finding a source for that textbook. It would be in more of like a populated town.
Yeah.
However, like with that roll, you said you'd gotten was it 15 up there?
I was 14.
14. Oh, that's right. It's right there. With a 14 roll, you gather that, like, given enough time, you could probably work out how it is made. You would need to take some time with it.
Could I like get samples of it and like do random like tests on it to be sure of things?
Yeah. I mean, actually, if you scrounge around in the wreckage of the arcane explosion, you probably pick up some of the material that it's made out of.
Wait a second. The scraps are still around?
Mm-hmm.
Pinkies can just use mending.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's right.
Uh-oh.
So yeah. Oh,
You've solved my broken glass puzzle. I was considering whether or not to throw you a bone there.
I didn't realize the scraps are still around otherwise.
I didn't either.
Yeah, it was so it was
just
like
had
an
all
it was an
exploded.
arcane explosion, but it didn't eviscerate things, right? It just kind of shattered and scattered.
Okay.
Come to think of it, I mean, I could fix a vial or two, so I'm just gonna cast mending, I guess.
Okay, it's gonna take some time. It's like the pieces are somewhat small, at least in parts. Parts of it are really small. You might find like a couple of bigger chunks, but each vial is pretty well shattered. So I would
Baggy's
say this
absolutely going to
process-
be helping looking for the pieces, by the way.
This process
Yeah.
would take you a solid day, if
Yeah.
not two.
Yeah, fair enough. And I'm just like
a day per
kind of
bottle.
like
If you're working like at it all day long.
With what if we like all got together just to find the pieces, like group search type deal?
Okay, everybody's working
Oh.
together.
If that works with y'all.
Half a day, maybe.
I just
Group
like kind
project.
of all the glass pieces together with like this little makeshift blowtorch I have.
Hell yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I mean we got our work cut out for it. It's tedious, but I can do it.
Yeah, we'll help you. Don't worry. Team effort, as they say.
Yeah.
All right, good. I'm glad this will give me time to research and then we'll get you all on your way as soon as we can. I assume the message you sent out will likely see a reply soon, especially with it being urgent. How long did it take
Well-
the last time you sent one?
No, and of course. Mitch, why'd you ask me a question from the Void Century? That's the part of the notes I'm still going back and watching the videos to get because I missed the days or
Dang,
missed the
yeah.
notes on those days. So
You're
I don't
right, you're
actually
right.
have how long it took.
I remember it being like a solid day.
I know it took
At
a
least?
hot minute because Baggy had to go out and take a nap.
Yeah, and
We took like a long rest in that time. I don't think
Yeah.
it took a whole day, but it was like a long rest worth.
That's right. Yeah, a long rest time. So probably like in this half a day that you're spending, posterity's sake, it'll likely arrive. Yeah, like once you guys are
Yeah.
finishing up. Nice. Okay. Well. What will the buyer find in his research of blood diseases of necrotic natures? What is this thing this boon that was granted to Fenro and Gleam? Perhaps it could help them in some way, if looked into further. What of the adventures of Rod, a top Tug? What has he found out, and what has he discussed with Tug? We'll find out that next time. In the
If it's
crawling
even Tug.
dusk. Thanks for playing in my game, everybody.
Woohoo!
Get you
Yeah, thanks for
sailing,
hosting it.
sailing in the next session, probably.
Monkeys!
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Get you over the Bonobo Bay.
Monkeys.
Bonobo
Also,
Bay.
Mitch,
Yeah.
what's the over-under on vampirism as a cure?
One more time.
What's the over-under, like, odds on vampirism as a cure?
Oh.
12.
Huh.
Good night, Nathaniel. Assuming you're going
Good night,
to bed.
Nathaniel.
Night, Nathaniel. Sleep tight, dude.
I love you.
Love you, dude. The odds of that. I'd say there's a chance for sure.
From
There's a
hags
solid
to
chance.
vampires, a
Especially
baggy
since-
weave touch story.
I mean, I feel like I would imagine like some kind of undead, like essentially leaning into the necrotic energy in some way, like finding someone that could help with that. could lead you to either an undeath situation that you could work out of vampiric nature, or I don't know, what are the other ones? Whites and liches?
Whites.
I don't think Baggy's got the brains to be a lich.
Yeah.
But a
I don't know,
vampire.
you got
Vampire
this-
seems doable.
Got this wild magic going on. Though, yeah, so the buyer will come back to you with the solutions that he feels are viable. I'm going to add that one to the list, by the way. So thank you. And if you like genuinely, I know this is a little meta probably, but if you do think of other stuff that you feel like could be
Yeah, absolutely.
solutions, let me know.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I don't quite know. I thought like mending had to be a crack or something. Like I didn't know you could like just put straight up shattered bottles together. But
Well, you got to think of it. You're putting the two pieces together, and then that piece with the next piece. You're not
Okay.
mending the whole thing at once. You're mending the breaks between the pieces like a jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
isn't
so
like all
like-
the fluid like kind of on the floor?
Well, no, the fluid is gonna be refilled.
Yeah,
We
'cause you
just need
guys
the
brought
bottles
the-
themselves.
You brought the fountain, the source itself. So you do currently have a
okay.
unlimited supply because they brought the fountain of it along with them, thanks to
We just need the fancy bottle.
I mean, does it need to be a fancy bottle or like? I mean,
Yeah.
because Wriggles has alchemist supplies, but okay.
and you even see like where there's no evidence of the planar default liquid. Like it looks like there's, at least when you look around, like there's nothing there because it has fallen through the earth, the planet, pretty much. Like it's that
okay.
it's like it's kind of an ethereal substance that can only be held by certain things or certain materials.
Like
Well, hey,
Misty
I
Step.
gotta go shower and go to bed, so I'll catch y'all on the flip dip.
I
Alright,
as well.
see ya.
I gotta go shower and go to bed.